This fanfiction is only for entertainment purposes, so please don't take it seriously and don't be offended. It's just a story made out of imagination, so it doesn't define any character in real life. I hope you'll enjoy the story and leave positive comments without hating the author and character. I don't own any pictures, but the storylines are completely mine. I will do voiceover so you can mute it if you want. Hope you will like the video.
The room smelled of antiseptic and faint cigarette smoke. The only light came from a single lamp, casting long shadows over the sharp angles of Jungkook's face. He was leaning back against the wall, shirt torn at the shoulder, eyes glinting dangerously in the dim light. "Jungkook, finally," he said, voice low and smooth, a teasing smirk tugging at his lips. "Jungkook, I was starting to think you didn't care about your poor patient." You huffed, rolling your eyes, clutching your medical kit like it was your shield. I didn't think someone like you needed a doctor. People like you get shot, bleed, and die. Not healed." "Jungkook, people like me?" He leaned forward slightly, dark amusement flashing in his eyes. "Jungkook, careful, you're dangerously close to insulting me." You snorted, setting the kit on the floor. I insult you?" "Oh, come on. You're already scary enough. I don't need to make it worse." "Jungkook, scary?" He tilted his head, studying you like a cat sizing up its favorite toy. "Jungkook, you have no idea how dangerous I can be, especially when I want something." You froze, not sure if he meant the wound or you. Before you could answer, he extended his hand and said in that commanding, dark tone that made your stomach flip. "Jungkook, sit. On my lap. Makes it easier to heal me." You blinked. What? "Jungkook, don't overthink it. Sit. Now," he said casually, almost smirking. You opened your mouth, ready to protest, but one glance at his intense gaze, the way his thigh subtly pressed against yours, made your resistance crumble. Slowly, cautiously, you lowered yourself onto his lap, holding your medical kit like it was your only armor. "Jungkook, careful, I bite," he murmured, voice a low purr against your ear. Right, because that's exactly what I signed up for." You muttered, trying to sound professional. "Jungkook, professional?" He chuckled, a dark, rumbling sound that made the air between you thrum. "Jungkook, you're so damn cute concentrating like that." "Too cute." Your hands were shaking slightly as you dabbed antiseptic on the wound. Every small touch made him shift slightly, his thigh brushing against yours in a way that was almost cruel. He leaned closer, and you could feel the heat radiating off him. "Jungkook, if you fall for me right now, don't act surprised. I warned you," he whispered, his lips brushing your hair. Fall for you?" You laughed nervously, hiding the sudden flutter in your chest. I'm your doctor. I'm here to fix you, not, whatever this is." "Jungkook, this?" His smirk widened, and his hand ghosted over your wrist, tilting it just so. "Jungkook, this is, chaos. Fun. Heat. Me. You. Close. Too close." You tried to focus on the wound, but the dark magnetism of him was impossible to ignore. Every glance, every teasing comment, every subtle brush of his hand made your pulse race. And if I move?" You asked, trying to sound confident while your heart thumped like crazy. "Jungkook, then I move with you," he said simply, leaning back slightly so you felt him shift beneath you. "Jungkook, and trust me, you won't be able to resist me." You felt a shiver run down your spine. His hand pressed lightly against your back, guiding you gently while still holding a dangerous intensity in his gaze. "Jungkook, keep still or I might just take advantage of my doctor," he murmured, voice low and playful. You echoed, mocking him. Advantage? What kind of patient are you? Oh my god, Jungkook, don't even think about it." "Jungkook, I already am." he said with a wicked grin, brushing a stray hair from your face, his thumb grazing your cheek in the softest, maddeningly intimate way. Jungkook, and you like it. You swallowed hard, your hands trembling as you worked, but your eyes met his, and the teasing spark in them made you want to both scream and melt at the same time. YN, you're insane. You muttered, more to yourself than him. Jungkook, and you are impossibly, irresistible. Stop trying to act professional. I don't care. You're mine right now, doctor. He countered, voice low and dangerous. You laughed nervously, trying to regain composure, but the heat, the chaos, the thrill of sitting this close to a man as dangerous and flirty as Jungkook was nearly overwhelming. Jungkook, careful, you're dangerously close to falling, and I don't stop once I start. He whispered, brushing his lips just against your ear. YN, then maybe I'll fall. You shot back, heart hammering, lips twitching into a mischievous grin. YN, but don't expect me to make it easy for you. A smirk spread across his face, dark, playful, and dangerous all at once. Jungkook, oh, I don't expect easy. I thrive on chaos, and you, doctor, are my favorite kind. The room seemed to shrink around you too, every touch, every glance, every teasing word pulling you deeper into a chaotic mix of desire, tension, and heat. And somehow, it felt dangerously, intoxicatingly perfect. It had been 3 days since that night. 3 days of stolen glances, smirks, and the kind of tension that made every interaction feel like walking on a knife's edge. You, his personal doctor, had treated him multiple times since, each session more chaotic and intense than the last. But tonight, he was in a mood that promised trouble. You stepped into the dimly lit study where he sat, shirtless this time, a glass of whiskey in his hand. The way his muscles flexed as he lifted the glass made your breath hitch. Jungkook, there you are. I was starting to think you were avoiding me. Jungkook said, eyes dark and gleaming with mischief. YN, me? Avoid you? You rolled your eyes, though your heart betrayed you with a rapid thump. YN, I'm your doctor, remember? I don't avoid patients. Jungkook, patience. He echoed, smirking as he tapped his glass against his thigh. Jungkook, right. That's what they call it, treating a patient. You frowned, noticing the faint bruise along his collarbone from the fight he'd gotten into earlier. YN, and what exactly happened here? You asked, leaning in, your voice casual but your pulse racing. Jungkook, you don't need to know but I do need you, here. He said with a dangerous tilt of his head. Before you could answer, he patted his lap in that same infuriatingly commanding way he did before. Jungkook, come sit. Makes it easier to check this. You froze, eyebrows raised. YN, again? You're seriously enjoying this too much, aren't you? Jungkook, I am. And you? You're secretly enjoying it too. He admitted, dark grin spreading across his face. You scowled but slowly lowered yourself onto his lap, feeling the warmth of him under your hands. His thigh pressed against yours, stronger this time, almost claiming. He leaned forward, letting his lips brush a whisper against your ear. Jungkook, you're dangerously close to driving me insane, doctor. He murmured, voice low and teasing. Jungkook, every time you touch me, it's chaos. You swallowed hard, fighting the heat rising in your chest. YN, I'm just doing my job. You whispered, though your hands trembled slightly as they worked on cleaning the bruise. Jungkook, your job. Your job is my favorite kind of torture. He repeated mockingly. You rolled your eyes, but your lips twitched into a grin. YN, torture, huh? Is that all I am to you? Jungkook, not all. He whispered, brushing a hand against your hip, deliberately slow, teasing. Jungkook, you're the most chaotic, maddening, addictive thing in my life. You swallowed again, heart hammering, and dared to challenge him. YN, and you're my patient, but I'm beginning to think I'm treating a teenager with a god complex. He laughed, a dark, dangerous sound that vibrated through your body. Jungkook, maybe. Or maybe I'm a mafia king, and you're the one sitting on my lap, pretending to be professional while your entire body betrays you. The words were playful but heavy, electric. You worked faster, trying to ignore the shiver running through you as his hand lightly pressed along your back. Every brush, every tease made your pulse spike. Jungkook, careful, one more slip, and I won't let you get up. He whispered, lips brushing your hair. Oh really? And what exactly will you do? You muttered, daring, teasing, heart racing. Jungkook, I'll make sure you never forget who you belong to and trust me. I'm very persuasive. He said, smirk dark, eyes blazing. You bit your lip, trying not to laugh, trying not to melt under his touch. You're impossible. You said. Jungkook, and you are absolutely irresistible. Don't pretend you don't know it. He countered, leaning closer, hand brushing the small of your back. The air between you was thick, electric, chaotic, and full of tension. Every touch, every teasing word, every smirk pushed the line closer to something neither of you could resist. And you knew, deep down, this was only getting more dangerous. The smell of ginger and garlic filled the kitchen. You were standing over the stove, stirring a pot of steaming soup while humming under your breath. Jungkook had been sick for the last 2 days, refusing to eat anything but whiskey and snacks. And your mission was clear, get him to eat something healthy. Jungkook, hey. He groaned suddenly, leaning against the doorframe, eyes dark and mischievous. Jungkook, what's this? You trying to poison me? You spun around, pretending to be offended. Poison? Me? I'm making you soup, you drama king. It's literally vegetables and love. He smirked, stepping closer until suddenly, before you could react, he slid his arms around your waist, trapping you against him. Jungkook, love, huh? You make it sound way too tempting. Jungkook. You squealed, wiggling slightly, but he tightened his hold, laughing softly. I said step back. Jungkook, I don't step back from temptation and you are dangerously tempting. He murmured, nose brushing your hair. You laughed nervously, glancing at the pot. You better not ruin the soup by drooling on it. Jungkook, who said I was drooling? He teased, voice low, playful, but with a dangerous edge. His thumb traced lightly along your hip, sending shivers through you. Jungkook, I'm just appreciating the chef. Appreciating, huh? Sounds like flattery with a side of trouble. You tried to keep it light, though your cheeks burned. Jungkook, trouble? I thrive on trouble. And you're my favorite kind of chaos. His grin turned wicked. He leaned closer, lips brushing your ear as he whispered. Jungkook, I could stay like this forever. You in my arms, smelling like soup and chaos. You giggled, trying to push him gently, but he leaned in, tilting his head. Jungkook, and I could make it even better. He said, sliding something small into your hand. You blinked, looking down, and froze. A sleek, silver ring glimmered on your finger. Your heart stopped. Jungkook, what? Jungkook, shoo. It fits, just like you belong. Don't move, don't breathe, just feel it. He whispered, lips dangerously close to yours now. You laughed, half in shock, half in disbelief, heart hammering. You can't just. Jungkook, watch me. He said, voice low, flirty, and darkly thrilling. He pressed a kiss to your temple, hand sliding down your arm, fingers grazing yours in a touch that was almost cruelly intimate. Jungkook, you're mine, and I'm not asking. I'm telling. And you love it. Admit it. You blinked, breath caught, heart racing. I. Jungkook, I can see it in your eyes. Every little flinch, every little shiver, you love being trapped by me," he said, smirking, brushing his nose against yours. "Yn, Jungkook." You laughed, trying to push him gently again, but he caught your wrist lightly, leaning closer. "Yn, stop teasing me." "Jungkook, I'm not teasing. I'm confessing. Dangerously. Irrevocably. And you look too damn good to resist," he said, voice low and intense. Your cheeks burned, but you couldn't stop laughing. "Yn, you're insane." "Jungkook, and you," he countered, hand sliding to your waist again. "Jungkook, are my chaos, my thrill, my forever. And that," he tapped the ring on your finger, "Jungkook, is proof. Don't you forget it." You laughed and gasped at the same time, heart pounding. "Yn, forever, huh? That's bold even for you." He grinned darkly, forehead resting against yours, eyes blazing. "Jungkook, I'm Jungkook. Bold is my specialty. And so are you." And in that chaotic, heated, ridiculous kitchen moment, with soup simmering, laughter echoing, and a ring on your finger, you realized he'd officially won. The afternoon sun streamed through the curtains, painting gold streaks across the living room. You were curled up in Jungkook's arms on the sofa, his chest warm beneath your cheek, one arm wrapped possessively around your waist, the other lazily tracing your arm. His hoodie smelled faintly of leather and his cologne, comforting, addictive, and entirely him. "Yn, I can't believe it's already a month. Our wedding, it's so soon," you said softly, fingers tracing patterns on his chest. He hummed against your hair, pressing a soft kiss to the top of your head. "Jungkook, I know, and I've been counting every second," he murmured. You laughed, curling a little closer. "Yn, you're ridiculous. But okay, I want to tell you about my dream wedding." "Jungkook, he encouraged, dark eyes glinting as he held you tighter. "Jungkook, tell me everything, baby. I want to know what makes my girl happy." "Yn, well, I want it to be outdoors, maybe at a garden with fairy lights everywhere. And flowers, so many flowers that you can't even see the ground." You started, cheeks flushed. He chuckled, the vibration against your ear sending shivers down your spine. "Jungkook, so basically, a magical forest." "Got it. And me?" "Yn, of course you. But I want you in that sexy tux of yours. And I want you to look at me like you always do, like I'm the only person in the world." You whispered, smirking. He tightened his hold, hand sliding lower on your waist. "Jungkook, like this?" he murmured, lips brushing your ear in a teasing, dangerous whisper. "Jungkook, only. I don't plan on stopping after the wedding." You giggled, pressing your cheek into his chest. "Yn, you're hopeless." "Jungkook, and you love it." He countered, dark smirk against your hair. "Jungkook, and I love you, so much it's insane. Makes me want to smother you with kisses right now." You rolled your eyes but couldn't hide the blush. "Yn, okay, Mr. Psycho, save some energy for the big day." He laughed, the sound low and warm, and pulled you even closer, lips grazing your temple. "Jungkook, big day? Baby. I've been dreaming about this for months. I'm going to claim every inch of you that day, and every day after that. You're mine, and I'm ridiculously obsessed." You smiled softly, heart fluttering as his arms tightened around you. "Yn, I know, and I kind of love it." "Jungkook, good," he murmured, pressing a kiss to your forehead. "Jungkook, because I'm never letting go. Never. Even when we're old and annoying together, you'll still be in my arms like this." You laughed quietly, resting against him. "Yn, promise?" "Jungkook, promise. Now, tell me more about your dress. I want every detail." He whispered, voice dark, playful, and entirely his. And there, wrapped in his arms, with sunlight painting him gold and his warmth surrounding you, the world felt chaotic, perfect, and completely, irresistibly yours. The end.